episode of Humor Syndrome, we're talking about some really good television programs. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Backlog season is in full swing for what I have dubbed the year of the backlog, because there are just so many games and so many TV shows to watch that are just incredible. So we're gonna run down a few that I've been watching just on the side, because you can't always be playing some 100-hour game. You know, sometimes I get home, I'm a little tired, I just wanna throw some TV on, some 20-minute show, or if I'm feeling a little feisty, some hour-long show. But let's dive right into some of these greats. First up, Halloween just ended, spooky season is over. For many of you, it's all year round, but I like to savor it, you know? October to October, that's it, you just get that month. And we had the greatest gift imaginable. From the master of horror, Guillermo del Toro, Cabinet of Curiosities. This was such an absolute pleasure and a gift and a privilege to watch. Wow, I cannot speak highly enough for Cabinet of Curiosities. This was 8 short films. I timed it perfectly. He released a couple each week. I think it was 2 a week for like 3 or 4 weeks there that he released them. And I timed it perfectly as to where I watched one a night with the finale on Halloween. It was perfect. I loved every single one of these. I know some of them are a little better than others. People keep asking me, they want me to rank these things. I will rank them soon, I promise. Ask me again sometime. I don't want to put the ranking in people's heads that are catching up or that haven't cracked the seal on this, because this is seriously some of the best horror of the entire year. Again, I cannot speak highly enough of this. I love, each one was just its own unique visual language, its own unique style. It was so nice to see all these actors and actresses show up, all these directors from Jennifer Kent, Guillermo Navarro. It was just an unbelievable collection of talent on full display. Don't skip it. Next up, it is a horror-heavy episode. I know we're in November, but we're just looking back here. I'm knee-deep in it. I'm nervous. There's only one episode left ever of The Walking Dead. Walking Dead shambling to the finish line, just getting there. It's so close. It's had its ups and downs, but through it all, I love it so much. These characters go through so much loss. This is a show about loss and grief, and it nails it. You know, you can criticize The Walking Dead easily. Easily, you can criticize this show, but I think, because I did a full series rewatch leading up to this finale, because I was there day one. I was there Halloween night 2010 Walking Frickin' Dead premiere from Frank Darabont. I was hyped, and I've been here ever since. Because through it all, I love these characters. I love zombies. They still find new and creative ways to utilize zombies, you know? I know for a lot of seasons in the middle there, the zombies kind of went away. They weren't that big of a threat. People were the threat. But then the Whisperers came back and zombies were a threat again. They've handled herds really well over the years, especially in the later seasons. And this final season has been up and down. And there's just one more episode, so I wanted to bring it up because you're seeing me right now before the finale. I'll have full opinions on this in 2 weeks when that finale airs. High freaking stakes. Next up. Oh my god. Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Yo! Cyberpunk Edgerunners! So good! Wow! When it came out, I was like, dude, I'm totally gonna watch that because I'm still going through Cyberpunk 2077. You know, my timing for all this has been a little weird. I started Cyberpunk, got about halfway, 3/4 of the way through, and then so busy with reviews and everything that I was like, I don't have time to play the game, but I'm craving it. I'm gonna watch the anime instead. So I've been going so slowly through the anime. I finally finished it though, and it was an incredible ride. Even if you don't like the game, Cyberpunk, hell, even if you don't like anime, this is gonna be one of those animes that I'm gonna recommend to people. Everyone is like, oh, you got your recommend your Death Notes and your Cowboy Bebops to non-anime lovers. Yo, add Cyberpunk Edgerunners to that list. Talking about bonds, talking about high stakes action, high stakes drama. Every one of these episodes was phenomenal. Cyberpunk Edgerunners, I am just shocked by how good it was. I was not expecting the level of emotions that this show brought on. I also really, really like the intro and outro songs. They're so good. Every time I watch it all, one of those rare shows where you watch the intro and the end credits all the way through. David Martinez, dude. Don't skip. And lastly, I said I wasn't gonna recommend shows because it's the year of the backlog, but I'm telling you not to skip these. And this next one, I'm really finding it hard to not say it's my favorite show of 2022. I'm going that hard in on Interview with the Vampire. Interview with the Vampire, one of the few books I've read. I'm not well read, I read very few books, but I love vampires and I love gothic settings, like Louisiana, just the gothic vibe. I love it. Interview with the Vampire has taken some creative liberties, I think for the best, because through it all, you have a love story with Louis Lestat and Claudia. There are 7 episodes of this show. I cannot stress enough how good it is. If you have a passing interest in vampires, get in there, get on it. And it's one of those shows where after each episode, I just can't stop thinking about it. Similar to House of the Dragon, where you watch an episode and it's just so rich with character drama that days later you just can't stop thinking about it. You're just thinking about these characters. And it's just been one season of Interview with the Vampire, and I am so freaking attached to these 3 characters. Like, I'm just obsessed. I am absolutely obsessed. This is my obsession for new shows of 2022. Obviously, Better Call Saul came out this year. That's the GOAT. That's the best. But in terms of new shows, I mean, we got House of the Dragon. We got freaking Andor, 10 out of 10. We're gonna be doing the deep dive on that. Spoiler mode's coming. But Interview with the Vampire, right there, top tier, top tier, highest recommendation possible from me. And that's gonna do it for the episode. Those are just some shows that I just watched or am watching. A lot of horror stuff. Interview with the Vampire it's so good. It's so freaking good. I hope some of you out there are watching it or put it on your radar, put it on your list. I also really love the movie too. The movie's incredible. One of my favorites. I just like that setting, I love really long, character-driven horror, and I think that's what Interview with the Vampire is, We hone in on those characters' relationships. We are Easy Allies. We need your support. Check us out on Patreon, Twitch, all that good stuff. Ring the bell. Tell everyone you love us. Spread the word. See you next time. Love and respect.